The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Manila Mayor Isko Moreno is no longer interested in the united opposition being pushed by Vice President Leni Robredo. That's according to his campaign team leader, Lito Banayo. Banayo told the chief that there is no further room for discussion on a possible partnership between Moreno and Robredo for the 2022 elections. Banayo adds that the Moreno-Ong tandem is already cast in stone. Robredo has earlier tried to form an alliance with Moreno, Senators Ping Lacson and Manny Pacquiao.
We appreciate very much the fact that she is very sincere in trying to unite the opposition, and we respect her for that. But we also made it very clear when she was trying to get Senator Pacquiao and Mayor Isko Moreno to sit together that Mayor Isko Moreno was only interested in the presidency and not the vice presidency.
But former Senator Antonio Trillanes is not surprised, saying Moreno, Lacson, and Pacquiao should not even be considered part of the opposition. Trillanes told 1PH sa totoo lang that Robredo trying to build an alliance with the three does not mean that they are now part of the opposition. Trillanes pointed out that Moreno, Lacson, and Pacquiao are all accomplices of President Duterte.
Ang tingin nga natin sa kanila mga mga kasabwat ni Duterte yan. So kung makikisapi ka diyan, so anong pagbabago ang hinahangad mo? Kasi the past 5 years wala naman sila nakitang kamalian ni Duterte. Ngayon lang sila nagsasalita na mga pahapyaw pa, no? Hindi pa directly kay Duterte mismo. Kaya paano yon?
Trillanes also said that Robredo should decide as soon as possible on what post she will run for the 2022 elections. He added that the opposition does not have the luxury of time to just wait for the vice president's decision.
Ang concern namin na buti sana kung lamang ang oposisyon, ano? Nakita nyo nga na hindi naman tayo lamang. So we don't have the luxury of time. And I believe the past several months that we gave her that space para makapag-nilay-nilay at matimbang talaga kung ano yung mga nararapat gawin.
The PNP releases CCTV footage of the final moments of virtual artist Bree Jonson together with her supposed boyfriend Julian Ongpin. Bree's family believes that the artist did not commit a suicide and the PNP may be defending Ongpin. Marlene Alcaide with the story.
In the CCTV footage from last Friday, September 17, Bree Jonson and his supposed boyfriend Julian Ongpin was spotted leaving the resort hotel at 10:54 in the evening. A few hours later, the pair went back to their hotel room. Past 2 in the morning of September 18, Julian was seen walking out the room and sitting on the stairs. Bree followed him outside, followed by an argument between the two. Based on Julian's statement to the police,
was leaving for Julian not to leave her. So, maaaring may pinag-aawayan sila. Pwedeng yung pinag-aawayan nila trigger yung emotional distress.
However, Bree's mom couldn't hide her disappointment over the police explanation about Julian and her daughter's altercation.
Ang galing naman ni General Peralta, he can lip read. Diba? Na-lip read niya agad yun. Kasi alam natin, CCTV, wala namang audio. Pero I'm sorry, General, ang galing niyo po. Pasensya na, galit ako.
The PNP had earlier said that they have yet to finish their investigation into the matter. But this morning, Bree's relatives and their lawyers have already personally asked the NBI for a parallel investigation. The DOJ has also ordered the Bureau to look into the case. The NBI is now looking for evidence and is planning to invite Julian for questioning.
The family that the message of the director is to assure them that we will conduct a thorough and impartial investigation on this case.
The PNP welcomes the NBI's investigation.
Siguro po kung makakuha tayo ng additional na mga information or piece of evidence para mas maliwanagan tayo, makakatulong po ito sa kasong ito.
Bree's family is convinced that Bree did not commit suicide because she is preparing for her art gallery and also has plans to live in La Union. Bree's mother, meanwhile, has a message for Julian.
If you really love my daughter, sa sinabi mo doon sa isang statement mo, then come out, visit my daughter. You're very welcome to see her. And, tingnan mo what happened.
For News 5, Marlene Alcaide, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Now, as the world tries to fight off the coronavirus pandemic, more and more people are trying to cope up with the new normal, leading experts to conduct a discussion on mental health matters. This report tells us more.
Over a year into the COVID-19 pandemic, more and more individuals having mental health challenges are trying to cope up with the new normal, especially the healthcare frontline workers who push themselves to be brave just to go to work every day.
COVID-19 is our World War II. Mental health is one of the major problems of this prolonged emergency, which has already lasted more than a year and a half. It sometimes seems like there is no end in sight. This is especially true for our healthcare frontliners who face danger, despair, and stress. Sila ang tunay na bayani. We focus on that issue. We have experts to discuss solutions. What we can do to help is to continue to support our technicians, our nurses, and our doctors. Social cohesion, a sense of solidarity, and being able to cope are key to getting us through the pandemic.
PDRF, or the Philippine Disaster Resilience Foundation, hosted a virtual roundtable discussion called Mental Health Matters. They invited psychologists and experts from different universities. Psychologists clarified that mental health doesn't automatically equate to mental disorder or illnesses. Rather, mental health is a state of mind of a person. They also emphasized that all feelings are valid, but that we should watch out for certain parameters.
Nagiging familiar tayo doon sa ating nararamdaman, like in-honor natin siya. Kasi may mga times na hindi tinatry natin na i-shift yung attention natin sa ibang bagay at hindi natin namamalayan na nadadagdagan yung mga nararamdaman nating dumadagdag yung problema, and then magugulat na lang tayo pagkagising natin, parang yung before na nararamdaman nating sadness nag-turn into something na parang sobrang emptiness na feeling. So kaya kailangan maging aware tayo dun sa nafe-feel ng body natin. Pag nararamdaman ng body natin kung ano ibig sabihin no, napapagod ka na, mag-take ka ng pause. Kailan natin masasabi, yun nga, ano yung parameters para masabi natin na kailangan na natin talaga ng professional help? Or kung hindi man umabot dun sa part na kailangan ng professional help, ano ba yung mga paraan na pwede natin gawin?
Experts said that we should look out for strange behavior, including the duration, dysfunctionality, and distressful or dangerous thoughts. They also advised to consult a professional immediately if there is a deviance on behavior, but emphasized that seeking professional help should not be stigmatized as it can prevent more serious illnesses. Experts also stressed the importance of self-care, saying that we need to pause and recharge when we feel burnt out or stressed.
Kailangan balance yon. So pag sinabing self-care, it means balance. It's also not about perfection. Hindi ibig sabihin nagsa-self-care ka, hindi ka na matatakot, hindi ka na mapapagod, hindi ka na magkakamali. May magkakataon na mangyayari pa rin yon. But the ability to know and realize that, teka muna, parang may namali, is already part of knowing that you already know how to manage yourself.
Ng mental health, ano siya, spectrum siya. Kaya nga na-mention kanina pa ni Ate Yeng na as much as possible, you have to be mindful dun sa nararamdaman mo. Ikaw ang nakakaalam yan, huwag natin antayin na masagad po tayo.
They also advised that if someone we know needs help, we should try to listen to them and acknowledge how they feel. And importantly, try to give them the support they need because there is a growing number of people who need mental health care. PDRF invites everyone to sign up for their free online courses about resilient mental health and well-being, which talks about psychosocial support, stress management, and self-care.
Definitely this course can help, can walk you through how to go about it, no? And also, most importantly, this also offers help on how you can take care of yourself better. So, katulad din nung nasabi kanina, definitely we have to do and practice self-care.
Sam Tirante, we are One News.
Coldplay and BTS have linked up for a new surefire hit. Coldplay released their new single My Universe, co-written and performed with K-pop boy band BTS. The song celebrates life and love, sung in both English and Korean. The single has been well received by fans with over 16 million views in less than 24 hours after release. My Universe will be featured in Coldplay's 9th studio album, Music of the Spheres. Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. President Duterte calls for peaceful elections and, in the same breath, threatens military action to ensure this goal. Under the law, the COMELEC, with the concurrence of the president, may deputize law enforcement agencies to ensure a free, peaceful, and credible elections. Meanwhile, as the period for COC filing draws near, Vice President Leni Robredo insists on a united opposition as she withholds her decision on whether to run for president next year. And Margaret Keenan, the world's first vaccinee against COVID-19, has been inoculated with the booster shot in England 9 months after she was fully vaccinated. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later again at 1 in the afternoon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now, www.signalplay.com, and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.